Stan Walker, you co-wrote and performed the song I Am from the film Origin, which is about how systems of oppression kind of their commonalities across cultures. How did the opportunity come about to contribute to the film?
Social media is a powerful thing. I had done this cover, a Kanye West cover, Ultralight Beam, years ago. Like I think, like say 4 years ago or something like that. Um, and Paul Gans, who is the producer of Origin, he saw this video, him and his wife Tammy, and then they showed Ava this video, and she's like, "Who is this? I need to find out who this. I love his voice. Who is this?" So she went onto social media. She went onto my Instagram page and she went to see who I was following. And she was like, she thought to herself, surely I know somebody. We know somebody in common. And that person that we knew in common was Chelsea Wood Stanley, who's a Maori female producer, film producer in New Zealand. And anyway, so Ava DM'd her on Instagram and said, "Hey, do you know this guy Stan?" She goes, "Yes, I know him very well." She's like, "Can you get me in contact, put us in an email?" 48 hours later, we were on the phone talking. And like everything happens so fast and so quick. She says she loved my voice and that she's got this film that she's been working on and she would love for me to be on there, to have a song on there. And then but she sent me the film. I watched the film. I was supposed to wait for my wife actually, and she's like, "Wait for me to get home." I couldn't wait. It was on my phone, so I was like, I just watched it on the phone. I had to watch it by myself, bawled my eyes out. I was so moved. I was emotional. There were so many themes within the film that I resonated with, that I shared similar experiences with. And so it got me straight away. And then we had basically 2.5 weeks to write, record, produce, and finish and master a song. And thank God that she trusted me. She trusted me enough to go away and bring something back to her, and that's I Am. So I Am is the my response to watching Origin, and for me, this song is about a reclamation of identity, of our culture, of our languages, and it's how we connected to the natural world, the environment, and how we connect as human beings, humanity as a whole. And that's what this film has taught me. By the end, I was educated, and it just connected me to humanity as a whole, and the commonness in our humanness. So yeah, that's the whole story. It happened really quick, and I made the cut, and now I'm here in LA, helping to promote the song and the film.
And that 2.5 weeks, how does that? Yeah, obviously, it's very quick turnaround. How does that compare to like how much time you would normally spend, working on a song?
Yeah, sometimes a song can take a year. um, but I kind of love the way that it went because I love being put under pressure. I feel like that's where some of my best and greatest work has happened, has been in that pressure. Sometimes when I get a little bit too much space, it gets like I need to be on it, constantly on it. Sometimes you need a break from it to come back and have fresh ears and a fresh perspective. But I usually have a lot more time, but this time it was just, and everybody, my whole team was incredibly. They were so kind to give me their time when I would call them at 2 in the morning, say, "Hey, we need to put this on," or and because time differences, my mate Michael Fatkin, who produced it, he was in LA and I was in New Zealand, so I'm calling him at whatever time where I'm in my country, and I didn't even like stop to consider, oh, he might be actually asleep, and he would always take every single call, and he'd be like, "Yes, sweet, I'll get this done, get that done." I was like, "Oh, can we do this? Can we change this? Can we add this?" And we had 2.5 weeks to do it, and we submitted it. And I thought, oh, you know what an incredible experience, and we made an incredible song. If it doesn't make it, then it's all good. But it made it just in time before picture lock.
And yeah, did Ava DuVernay have a lot of input during the process, or was that something where she just kind of gave you the assignment and just said go for it?
She entrusted me, like she trusted me to bring the best that I could. And we did collaborate in terms of, like, there were certain things that we wanted to bring together production wise, so that it would match and be an extension of the film, rather than this random track that comes at the end with all this production. We wanted to be impactful, but also be a part of the family, be a part of the film. So there were, yeah, just a few notes, but the beautiful thing that I really appreciate her for allowing me to express myself the way that I did in the song, to be able to sing in my own language. And that says a lot about Ava, that she really, yeah, just let me do my thing. And for me to do a song like this for a project like this and in my language, it really means a lot. It really, really means a lot. And I thank her for that, because that doesn't always happen in this world. So she's on. She's on.
And the film is so unique in and of itself, just the way it sort of combines Isabel Wilkerson's personal life story with the theories and the ideas she was exploring. What did you think about the way the that the film kind of introduces us to those ideas?
I think it was told so beautifully. We got an insight into how Isabel came to these things and stumbled over a photo of a meeting that happened in Germany with people who made those laws possible when the Holocaust happened, and how she connected this how she connected the interconnectedness with all different people and different countries and different races, and how there was this connectiveness when the Germans, who were learning from how black slavery was happening in America, and they were trying to adapt some of those themes to enforce that, to have power over Jewish people back in those times, and just how Ava just brought that all together, the journey of Isabel, and um, how she came to the whole, like, finished the whole thesis, but the journey of her whilst going through her own loss. She lost her husband, she lost her mother, she lost her best friend, her cousin, and still powered through. So it was beautiful to see Isabel's life, um, as well as the book that she created, this masterpiece, this thesis that she created. And there were so many themes within the film that I just that just hit home for me. Being an Indigenous man from New Zealand, and the fight that I have had to fight in my own life and my own journey, my parents, my grandparents, my great grandparents, fighting for our voices to be heard, for our rights, for our human rights, for our culture, for our language, for our history, for our stories, for our own narratives. So it hit home for me. There were so many things in there that hit home for me. I'm not going to say I experienced the same thing, but I have lived similar experiences that I can empathize with, and that made me feel something so deep and so emotional. So, man, the storytelling on the film, and just Isabel's life and the people in her life, and the journey um of making and creating the book cast was incredible. Got to see the person and the journey. I loved it.
And the music video for the song incorporates some of the imagery, the nature, and the themes of identity and culture. Like, tell me about the ideas that went into the music video and what that was like to shoot.
It was pretty easy. So I direct all my music videos, and I have an incredible uh, mate, a friend who does all my videos. He films, and he co-directs with me, but I bring all the concepts. And we just went on this journey. We filmed guerrilla style, so it's only a two-man army. It's my friend who co-directed with me, Shay Sterling, and the assistant and producer, um, Amy. We were just doing our thing. We were climbing up on the sides of mountains, climbing up waterfalls, in the forest, on top of the geysers, and all these different, and at the beach. But every single location was a place that I'm from, except the mountain where my wife is from. So every location has a connection to me and to my family. And as a Maori person, Indigenous person, that is so important to me, because when we greet people, or if we go to say a speech, or we greet other Maori people, we say our mountain, our river, our marae, our Michi place where we're from, the canoe that we came in from, our tribes, our sub-tribes, our parents were. So we state these things. That's our hello. That's how we group people. We state these things to let people know where we come from, who we come from. And it was important for me to show that my identity, because I feel like the most powerful thing that I have is my story and my identity. And if that allows people, gives people permission, but more so empowers people to be staunch and to be strong in their own identity, that was my goal. And it was just so cool. But behind, at the end of the day, the video was beautiful, but man, just like the journey to it, and how cold we were in the water, me climbing up, trying to climb up in my costumes, and people like, bystanders just staring at me, and I get too shy to film, so I'm sitting there in these little clothes in the water, waiting for people to go past. Um, it was an awesome experience, and I have an awesome team, which is Shay and Amy, to create that. And then even editing it, like I was so emotional, because this is it's a declaration for who I am and my own identity, and for my people. And I hope that my hope for this, that it will bring hope, life, healing, and joy, and empower people to be proud of where they come from and who they come from.
And you mentioned bringing hope. It's a very hopeful song. And did you come away from the film and creating the song feeling hopeful that these kinds of cycles of caste and these social hierarchies, that they can be overcome, in time?
Oh, definitely. Like, I mean, that's exactly what the song is like, that hope, for humanity, and also to empower people to take back the power, to take back their own power, their identity. And I believe anything is possible. I mean, in my short 33 years, I've seen incredible changes in my own country and society where I come from. It's been crazy. I mean, we're in a whole new season with a whole new government back home, that things are starting to shake up, but our people, I can only speak from my perspective and from my people in my country. We're ready to go. We're empowered. We're in positions and places that we've never been before, that we're ready, we're locked and loaded and just ready to go, and we're ready to rise. And I feel like it's possible for everybody in this world to rise from the ashes, like that phoenix. And that's, I hope that people feel that through the song, and especially through this movie, because um at the end of the day, we're all human, and we're all in some sort of caste system, within our societies, our own societies, communities. And if people can see the humanness in each other and respect each other and come together, man, anything's possible. I've seen some stuff happen and changes happen that I never thought I would see happen. So I'm very hopeful for the future for humanity.
And the film has, generated a lot of positive attention, a lot of positive buzz, potential awards buzz. What would it mean to you if your song were, say, nominated for an Oscar or to win an Oscar?
Oh, it would mean everything to the people who look to me for help, guidance, inspiration, that anything is possible. I mean, for me personally, oh my goodness, that would just be absolutely incredible. I don't. see, got no words, but I know what it would mean to my children, to my grandchildren, to the next generation, because they will see that. And for me, that would be my ceiling. And my hope is that my ceiling will be my children and the next generation's floor, that they would see that anything is possible. It doesn't matter where you come from, what race you are, what religion you are, that you can become anything you want to. And it would be a reward for the generations that went before me, who paved the way, who fought and died for me to be here, to exist, to be outrageous, and to be the big dreamer that I am. And so I think the way to be nominated, winning, would just mean a lot to my people, and to people just like me, to all the little me's that are running around out there.
Well, I want to congratulate you on your song from the film and the success that the film and the song are having. And more success to come. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much for talking with me about it today.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.